Oh, we're washing
Hi
our hands.
everyone, welcome back to Brats in the Back Row. I'm Maylena,
I'm Emily.
I'm Allie.
and this week we are watching a Maylena classic, an Allie classic, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And Emily is here.
I didn't grow up with this.
No, Emily did not, if you could tell by everything about them. But before we talk about the movie, we could do our Dora. Dora, the Explorer.
Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Yeah, we're bringing that back, baby. Okay, drinking. I have water. I left it on the bed when I transferred over to the desk from the bed because there were #technical difficulties. I have water. What's the other one? Outfit. I changed out of my clothes from work. So I'm wearing tank top and shorts.
Okay.
Right.
Reading. I finished reading Arestia, translated by Ann Carson. It was good, except for the last 3 pages, which really sucked. So that rocked, but now I'm reading. I just started a new book today. I'm only like 10 pages in. When I say I just started it, I mean I just started it, baby. What's it called? It's called Fucking Martin. And it's about AIDS. Did I realize it was about AIDS when I bought the book? No.
In here you did. In your heart.
Yes.
I knew.
Could have made an educated guess.
I took an educated guess. Anyway, so I'm reading that. Still reading the Iliad. Update, guys. We're about 25% of the way in.
Hey, a fourth.
A
Good.
quarter, some would say.
A quarter.
One would say a quarter. Yes. Still reading my fan fiction. That's not stopping anytime soon. Life is Beautiful. Activity. What did I do? I didn't really do anything. I went to the ballet again on Saturday. Watched Cinderella. That one kind of sucked. Not gonna lie. It sucked. That's okay. And then I made new decorations for work because one of my attorneys bullied me into making new decorations.
Oh, you killed him.
I killed him. Yeah. So I made new ones for spring because the other ones I said were for fall. And he was like, hey guys, it's not fall anymore.
You know, honestly, a little bit of a point.
A little bit of a point. But also, hey King, I'm busy.
Doing your job that you're there to do.
Yeah. And you're making me do this off the clock at home. That fucking sucks. Yeah, that's all I'm doing, everybody. Dora.
I'll go. I am drinking this Costco smoothie because my mom made breakfast for dinner.
Nice.
So smoothie. It's strawberry banana. Outfit, I changed out of my work clothes. Technically, I just changed out of my t-shirt. But I'm wearing the Disney t-shirt that I always wear, the baby tee. And my overalls that I always wear. Because I wore overalls today. Reading, where's my book? Oh. I'm 150-ish more pages into the autobiography of Malcolm X. It's really good. I enjoy it. It's about I just got to the part where he went to prison. And now he's gonna learn about being a Muslim.
Okay.
About Islam and Allah. And how that changes his life. So
yeah,
it's really interesting. He's a really good writer. Well, obviously, but it's very an engaging way of speaking.
I have a question. Is the autobiography of Malcolm X written by Malcolm X?
Well, it's as told to by Alex Haley. So Malcolm X told Alex Haley his autobiography, and then he kind of worked it out, you know?
Right.
So thank you also, Alex Haley. And then it had a foreword by Atalia Shabazz and a, like, even more so, which is his daughter. And it was about when he got a commemorative stamp. And it was like, we finally, you know, this is like a starting point to, like, actually honoring my dad. It's nice. And then so yeah, I'm hoping to finish it by the end of this week. I wanted to finish it because I have to get my spring. I only have a week left to get spring, to finish all my winter reading. And then we go into the second quarter reading. And I got to get my TBR set up.
What else do you have for winter?
I got 2 books, oh my god, that was gifted to me by, a family friend who's into romantasy, and I went, okay, interesting. I'm not, but thank you. But these look good, because a book YouTuber I watch called Peruse Project really liked it, and she actually has, like, good reviews, so, like, she goes in depth, and I'm like, I appreciate her. So this is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, and Two Twisted Crowns, the sequel by Rachel Gillig. I don't really know what these are about. These just looked wintry. There's, like, monsters, and it's fantasy, and things we know. I want to finish One Dark Window before March, and it's okay if I read Two Twisted Crowns during March. I'm okay with that. And I think I can do it. This is the long book because it's, like, dense. There's a lot happening. Obviously, it's someone's life. But these are a little more. They're big books, but they're, like, there's, like, less pages. There's less words on the page, which makes me read faster. You know what I mean?
Now, follow-up question here. What happens if you do not finish the TBR?
I'm very disappointed in myself, and I get physically ill because I'm like, I'm a failure.
Okay.
Wow.
Because I have high standards for myself. There's no real, like, bad thing. Like, nothing really bad happens, but I'm disappointed in myself. Because I did overstuff my winter TBR. Which is, it's fine. It's no big deal, really. But yeah, I did overstuff it. Because I don't know. I was like, I can do it, and then I couldn't. But that's okay. Because I was busy, and these things happen. But yeah, anyway, that's reading. Activity, I've been busy with work this week, so I haven't really been doing things. But I finished decorating my farmer's market on Animal Crossing.
Nice.
And it looks cute. And that's all I got. Really? That's all I got. I've also been ill. Like, my voice is back. I couldn't talk on, like, last week. It was so bad. I was like, because a small child coughed into my mouth when I was speaking to small child. And I went, dude, come on, man.
That'll do it.
These things happen. So I've been ill, but it's okay. That's it.
That's it. I'll go. All right, drink. I'm having a decaf coffee because let's say it all together. Miss Ali had a rough day at work. Decaf coffee. I'm having it in a cup with a train on it. You can't really see that because my dad used to work for the train company, and so we have a mug now from the train.
Was your father a conductor?
No, he was what we call a heavy duty machinist, which means he was a mechanic for trains.
Okay, well that's still cool.
I think so too. So yeah, it's there. Reading. Viewers will be happy to hear that I went to my public library on Monday and I picked up a separate piece. I am 20 pages in.
And right on.
And right on. Which is interesting because it starts on page 10
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm on page 20 because I've only read the first chapter. But I'm gonna make time for that this week, over the weekend, whatever. It's short, it's easy to read. I'll get through it.
Mhm.
I've met our characters. I'm interested to see war is on the horizon, you know. So we'll see where that takes
War
us.
is on the horizon. That's
War
so
is on the
true.
horizon.
That
Yes.
is true.
Mm-hmm. Always in my mind and in my heart. Um,
Oh, in here, I'm in war.
I'm on the verge of war. Activity.
Hey. Are you-
Activity. I've still I've been on my a non-Instagram grind, so I've deleted Instagram, but I've been occupying myself with other things in an attempt to lower my screen time. One of those things, I've been watching, I mentioned this last time I think, but I've been watching Call the Midwife, which is a
Yes.
BBC show
You've been
about
keeping us updated on what's happening in Call the Midwife.
because it's kind of insane. It's like Grey's Anatomy, but like older. Because it's like if Grey's Anatomy took place post World War II, which it does, but in a sense it does. But
In a sense, all of us do, really.
Aren't we all post World War II?
are we all are we not all living post World War II?
Ali, you're the only person that watches these like insane shows. Like I've only know you to. I've never even heard of this, and you're all, you guys know about this, right? No, no, we don't, Ali.
How have you not heard about this?
Call the Midwife.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm uneducated, but
It's because before I deleted Instagram, I would get clips of the freaking show. And so now that I'm not on Instagram, I'm like, I might as well watch it. You guys don't understand. Anyways, I told the brats the other day, I texted them, it was an emergency, it was urgent, they had to know. I just happened to be looking at the credits and I saw Emerald Fennel. And I was like, Emerald Fennel? Isn't that the lady who just directed the new Wuthering Heights? So I do a little Google search. She's in the show.
Mhm.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And her storyline, insane. So I'm at the point, I think I'm on like season 5 with the show. Okay?
season
I've been
5. Girl, didn't
many
you start this like last
Okay.
week?
yesterday.
How many
Yes.
seasons are there? How long are these seasons?
13.
Oh,
It's it's currently ongoing.
Oh.
what the hell? What is this playing on? What like?
What is this playing on? So it is inspired on the diaries of a lady who like was a midwife in East England.
That is not the question I asked.
It's on BBC, but it's on Netflix.
BBC.
Oh,
Yes,
BBC,
yes,
but on Netflix. Okay.
okay. But it is inspired by the diaries of a lady who was a midwife in her youth. in the
Florence
East End of-
Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale. No, she's older.
She's like the
No,
1800s.
Yeah,
Like,
she invented nursing actually. Yeah, midwife, nurse. Because I think because her character's in the first like 3 seasons of the show, and then there's an episode where she's like, actually, I want to work in hospice care. And so she goes and does that, and she leaves the show. But like her character.
man, I wish she was still a part of it. I wish she was directing these movies and being like, I'm also in this television show.
Yeah. Her character is still narrating the show. Like older Jenny narrates the show,
Oh.
even though she's not there. So yeah,
I thought she was. I'm still here. I'm still.
I'm still here. She's like, and things kept happening even after I left, and it's like, yeah, but how
Of
do you
course,
know?
girl. This is all post-war. Oh my god, that's insane. You
But I
say she's
need to
a
explain-
lesbian, right?
Emerald Fennel's character is her name is Patsy in the show. So what I was saying is that I'm on season 5 now, and so we've entered the 60s. It's 1960.
Oh my god. And she
Okay.
meets four.
Wait,
she goes to a bar and sees 4 British men up on stage. She goes, interesting.
One of the new midwives is from Liverpool. And so I'm like, are they gonna mention the Beatles? Is there gonna be a crossover episode?
She's like,
I'm
guys,
really
I went to this
excited.
place called the Cavern Club, and there was these guys playing there.
Who do you think they cast to play the Beatles in Call the
Is this
Midwife?
this is actually they're intertwining the new 4 biopics with Called the Midwife.
Midwife. Well, because I'm like, because they do mention like music and stuff.
Of
Like they just went through
course.
the 50s. They talked about Elvis Presley, whatever, actors. They talk about actors,
And they show
so I'm like,
Austin Butler.
yeah, I'm like they're gonna mention the Beatles, but they've thrown in this character who's from Liverpool. So I'm like, is she gonna have like a throwaway comment about like I used to go to school with this guy Paul and he played the good like I'm interested to see how that's gonna happen. Anyways,
Oh my
we've
god.
it's 1960. So the writers have decided that now we have to talk about things like race and queerness.
Guys, there's this thing called pride.
Did you guys hear about this new thing called race?
Called race.
Because now they have so in seasons before they had like because they have like they have like different every episode it's like a different mom and she's like giving birth and then the midwives help her through it, whatever, the nurses and the midwives. Also there's nuns, Anglican nuns, they're also midwives.
Well, yes.
Oh yes.
So there in seasons prior there have been, because post World War II there was a lot of like immigration to England from Jamaica, so they've had a lot of like Jamaican mothers and stuff that the midwives work with and help them have their babies. Now they've decided that everybody in London is racist towards the Jamaican mothers.
I don't
So
think
there's
now
that.
they decided is the
Naturally.
Now, well, it's seeming like that because everybody was really nice to them before.
but now
Now that it's
now
1960.
1960. Yeah.
and Ringo
And-
told me I have to be racist.
And there's also in the first episode that like they say that it's 1960. They're throwing this parade. They're doing like a thing. So they're like
A
it's the
pride
1960 pride parade. It's the 1960 Queen of Roses, whatever. They catch a man uh, kissing another man. Well, he's set up. It's a police officer, and they and they call the cops on him. So yeah, he's gay and it's being treated as a crime. His options are so bad. Every time I watch it, I told the brats this too. I'm like, I watch an episode of Call the Midwife. I'm like, this is the saddest episode ever. And then they shoot me with another one that's worse somehow.
Yes, Allie.
But
The options were bad in the 1960s.
I know that, but I'm watching this show and I'm like, ooh, that's right.
Okay.
We haven't advanced societally. So there's that. But Emerald Fennell's character is a midwife named Patsy who used to work in a hospital but now lives with the other midwives, works in midwifery. She has a friend named Delia, and Delia also used to works at the hospital and is a nurse. And at first they're just kind of like, this is Patsy's friend Delia, and they hang out a lot. But sometimes their behavior it looks like they're hiding something, and then they start revealing a little bit more that there's more to their relationship. And I'm like, ooh, okay, this will be interesting. And then it gets bad because
Because they actually show that they're gay.
Because they're gay.
And you're
No.
all and you turn the laptop
And I turned it
closed.
off. Yeah, and I was like, I can't keep watching the show. Delia mentions to Patsy that they're knocking down the nurses' lodges, and they're like, but they're gonna give me a stipend for like apartment rent. So this is their chance. They're gonna move into an apartment together, and it does. They move into an apartment together. It's so sweet. It's everything they've ever dreamed of. They're leaving their apartment, and Delia says, I'm running late to work. And Patsy says, hey, you should take my bike. And then she gives her a scarf, and she says, I'll see you later. What happens to Delia, gang? She gets hit by a car.
I was gonna say.
Naturally.
Well, they.
She gets hit by a car. She ends up in the hospital. Patsy can't see her because it's only, family that can go see her. And then her mom, Delia's mom, shows up at the hospital, and she's like, hi, like, who are you? And Patsy's like, oh, I'm a friend of Delia's. And she goes, oh, yes, you're the lady that she helps out with sometimes. Terrible. Delia cracked open her skull after being hit by a car on the bike, has amnesia now. So she doesn't even remember who Patsy
I thought you were
What?
just gonna say she like
Amnesia?
died or something.
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
she gets amnesia. So she doesn't even remember who Patsy is.
Oh my
First, she's
god,
a
and
lesbian. Now
she's all
amnesia?
gay. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
absolutely not. Yeah. Yeah. But I kept watching the show. It gets better. Delia is back because her mom takes her back to Wales, which is where they're from. She's back in London now. Her memory has recovered. Her doctors gave her a clean bill of health. So she's coming back to live to London. And she's gonna live with the midwives because the nuns said it was okay.
Wait, so she remembered everything, but she went not a
She
chance
remembers.
with Patty.
She remembers everything. She remembers who Patsy is. It's all good now. But yes, but there was a moment there where I was like, "Damn, they're really doing these lesbians dirty."
And that's what happens in not in
Yeah,
life, but in television.
that's
Right,
what
right,
happens
right.
when you're a lesbian.
Yeah.
Your lover gets hit by a car on a bike and then gets amnesia.
Is amnesia
Yeah.
real?
Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
so.
What are you talking about?
I've never seen it.
What the fuck are you
Well,
talking
yeah.
about?
It's really rare, actually.
I
It's
don't
actually kind of
know.
hard to
I'll
have
give
amnesia.
you amnesia and we'll see what you think.
You won't actually.
My other favorite plot in Call the Midwife is there's one doctor for the entire town
Naturally.
and for the entire east end of London. And he falls in love with one of the nuns, and then that nun stopped being a nun, and then they got married and adopted a baby.
You can
And I
do
love their
that?
love.
You can
Yes,
leave the
Not
nunnery.
be the nun?
you can leave the nunnery.
I didn't know that.
Julie
Yeah.
Andrews does.
Oh, that's right. But also,
Yes.
I thought that was like special, like a
They're different
Circumstances.
things.
Well, when there's Nazis involved.
There was at one point during the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's Nazis and he has 7 children. Like, yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
But yeah, there's a scene very early on where she was still a nun. She gets a cut on her hand. She goes to fix it. The doctor's like, "Oh my gosh, let me help you with that." Kisses her hand. I gasped, and then
Like the wound? Girl, you're gonna die.
Let him
You're gonna
die.
I don't think the wound. I think he kisses her hand, and then he's like, "Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that." And then
Because I'm
and
gonna
then she
get
gets
7 illnesses.
Yeah.
well, she gets tuberculosis, and she gets sent to a sanatorium.
Everything is tuberculosis.
Everything
Everything
is
is tuberculosis.
tuberculosis.
Oh my god,
gets
somebody
sent to
call John Green.
Yeah, she gets she gets sent to a sanatorium. He sends her letters and confesses his love, and then she decides not to be a nun anymore. So she leaves the sanatorium.
Wait,
and
no,
she's
but
like
she
a
still has
normal-
tuberculosis.
It's dormant. It's dormant.
Oh.
It's fine.
She went in the iron lung.
Yeah, she went iron lung, and I love their love. There's
I love
they're
how
my
they
favorite.
love.
I love their love. Yeah. Other couples, there is another nurse named Trixie, and she is briefly engaged to a priest, and then she calls it off because she realizes she's an alcoholic.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you for realizing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now the priest is eyeing the girl from Liverpool because so
Because she knows the Beatles.
The Beatles,
knows
and
the
she can get a
Beatles.
ticket.
Yeah. And that's all. That's where I'm at. That's what you missed
Wow.
on Call the Midwife.
Wow. A
Wow.
show. A television show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's real.
Well, everyone. So we watched a movie.
We did.
The movie is called The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Here's some background information for you guys. So, this is a...
Just
what
for
is
just
this
for Emily.
Huh?
Just from Emily.
I'm
It's
locked
background
in.
just for Emily. Yeah.
Are you locked
You're
in
gonna
now?
learn today.
Hey, lock in.
Lock in.
the
Pay
fuck
attention.
in. Okay.
Are you taking notes?
There will be a quiz on this
There's
afterwards.
gonna be a quiz after this.
Yeah. Okay. Allie and I do not fuck with this movie.
But anyway, I never grew up with these books.
Okay. Well, I also did not read the books, but I watched the movies.
Or
And
I never
read a
watched this
couple-
movie. I never watched this movie.
I read a couple of the books, and we'll talk about that later.
we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk
Okay,
about it later.
so
Oh, so May's a
Blind
fake
with
fan. Interesting, interesting.
hey, pay attention now. It's my turn to speak. Thank you.
Waterfall! Shh.
I hate that one.
I like Waterfall. And then, class? Yes, yes. They
hate that
do
one
it.
too.
There's a thing that, do you do, yo, 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 and then they yell, yo, what's up? I hate that one.
No, but I'm not doing that. No, mine are cool. First we have a attention, and then they have to say yes, ma'am.
Oh, you like, oh,
We
that's right. You train this like the Navy.
I
You
run this
shoot
place like
them point blank.
now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We have that one, and we have macaroni and cheese. Everybody freeze.
Nope.
Uh, we have
Okay.
red robins. Yum. And then we have shark bait. Ooh ha ha. They have to say ooh ha ha.
Ooh, haha. I like
Ooh ha
Waterfall.
ha.
I do, yeah, class, yes, yes. And then I do a Waterfall, shh, to get it all quiet. Or catch a
also like
bubble, catch a bubble.
Big fan of the catch a bubble.
Okay.
These are attention
It was-
grabbers.
Yeah. Can I say, I'm glad we're all employed. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that you're all in childcare.
Do you think I am?
Talking me. I was here first.
I know, and I respect that you were there first. I
Thank
wish there
you.
was something else to talk about
Hey.
other than what 10-year-olds are doing.
Hey, I also have another job as well.
But nothing happens at that job.
I saw spam a lot twice.
It was noteworthy the first time.
Just fun. I enjoyed spam a
Why
lot.
did you go to the second time?
My aunt and uncle wanted to go, and then I was like, I wrote a review on this, and I was like, I just went on Tuesday, but I'll go again.
Okay.
I was like, this is fun. Things are in the works. He wants me to produce television shows.
That's a crazy step up.
He's like, I believe in you. I'm like, do you? But thank you.
But yeah.
I created.
Anyways.
I brainstormed 5 television shows. Anyway, keep going.
Okay. No more child talk. I respect the children. No more. Okay. This is a 2005 high fantasy film. Is it for children? Yes, it is. But no more child talk.
There's gonna be children in this movie.
It is directed by Andrew Adamson, who also directed Shrek.
Oh, that makes sense.
Does this make are things clicking in our brains now?
Because the
Yes.
Fox has the same VA as Prince Charming in Shrek 2.
Yes, he also did Shrek 2. I feel like that's obvious. Shrek 1, you do Shrek 2.
Yes.
Right.
So this film had 4 writers on it. Let's count him. 4 writers. One of them was Andrew Adamson. The other one was Anne Peacock, whose other notable writing credit that I thought was notable is the Kit Kittredge movie. Like the American Girl.
God,
I have that on DVD.
I love
Do you?
I think I do too.
Hey.
God bless. That's a good movie. I was
If you have
genuinely
that.
thinking of having us watch it one time.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think I've ever watched any of the American Girl movies.
That was my childhood.
Yeah, I read all of the books. Did not watch the movies. Anyways, and then the writers 3 and 4 were the writing team Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, who are responsible for Avengers Endgame. My number 1 enemy.
What the heck?
So
What?
we've got a great crew of writers on this movie, gang.
We've assembled a team.
The lion
Assemble-
died so Captain America could as well.
Exactly. He didn't even die. He just got old. Anyways, the movie premiered on December 7th, 2005, and it premiered in London at the Royal Film Performance, which is just an event where the royal family of England can watch movies. That's kind of it.
Nice.
Interesting.
So the royal family was at this film's premiere.
That's kind of crazy.
I know, but they had to be there. Okay. The film was a critical and commercial success. It grossed $745 million worldwide. It was the third highest grossing film of 2005.
Wow.
I think the other ones ahead of it were Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. I think that one was number 1, and then I forget what number 2 is. Anyways.
That's the only
is also-
important one.
Yes.
Well, yes.
At the time, it was Disney's third largest opening weekend. And it was the second biggest. I just have a lot of facts on here. And it was the second biggest December opening behind Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King, which came out a couple of years ago. But Lord of the Rings on top, baby. This one was number 2. It's also the second highest grossing Christian film. I don't know what the first highest grossing one is.
That's
Hold on, let me look.
Alright.
Now, I'm interested. What is the top grossing Christian movie of all time? It's telling me Passion of the Christ.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll take that as fact.
Yeah. It's Passion of the Christ, The Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, and then Prince Caspian, and then
Yes.
Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and then
All three of
Heaven is
those
for
are
Real.
movies.
Nice.
Oh,
Which is that
uh-huh.
one about that little boy who
Yeah,
died and saw heaven.
I remember this. I remember this one.
I know
Okay.
the one.
So it's the second highest grossing Christian film. It was nominated for Academy Awards at the 78th Academy Awards. And it was nominated for Best Makeup, Sound Mixing, and Visual Effects. It won makeup. And then it was also nominated for a bunch of other awards. A song that Alanis Morissette wrote for the soundtrack was nominated.
And that's interesting because in Dogma, she plays God.
Exactly.
Oh my god, it all comes together.
Thank
Everything
you,
comes
Christianity. Actually, Catholicism. They're.
Yeah. And a song by Imogen Heap was nominated for Best Song Written for a Motion Picture at the Grammys.
Wow.
So, much nominated, not a lot won. Okay. Casting! With the exception of Tilda Swinton, who plays the White Witch. Is that her name?
Yes.
The White
Latest.
She was the first choice to play Jadis the White Witch. Everyone else took forever to cast. They could not find these bitches. Mostly the problem was finding children, because Andrew Adamson was like, this is a movie about children. They have to be children. Even though they do age up the children slightly. Because the 4 kids are Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy. I think Peter's the oldest. He's supposed to be like 12. And he is fully 16.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. He's leading the war.
He's leading a war.
Whoa.
Lucy is supposed to be 5. I think she does 5. I don't know how old she actually was.
She looks about 8 or 9.
She's about 8 or 9, so it's fine. You can play a little bit younger when you haven't even hit double digits yet.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else happened? Okay. So, yeah, we've got a bunch of children playing the children, unknown children, whatever. Fun fact about the casting. At the end of the movie, we get aged up casting of the 4 kids because it's 15 years after they kill the White Witch. So they're adults. They're not going to be children for those 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they get older actors. One of the older actress to play Lucy is Child Lucy's real life sister. That's fun.
That is fun.
And then the adult actress they got to play Susan is married into the royal family of England.
Jeez,
And
alright.
she's married to King Charles's second cousin. So she is.
Okay.
I
Sure.
know, it's not like a major. It's not major.
She
but
will
I
be
thought
leading
that-
the country soon.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's fun.
And then for Aslan, who is the lion, because there's a lion Jesus here. Originally,
Oh my
Brian
god, he
Cox.
comes back to life. You're right.
Yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
crucified.
He does.
He's
So
sacrificed, yeah.
originally, Brian Cox of Succession
What?
for Aslan, but he was replaced with Liam Neeson because the director just didn't want Brian Cox anymore. So Liam Neeson is the lion.
I never realized that. I did not know until the other day when I was looking through the credits. I was like, that's Liam Neeson.
That's Liam Neeson.
He's a lion.
Wow. A
It is very much Liam
star-studded
Neeson's
cast.
voice coming out of a lion, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The film was okay. So people wanted to make this movie in the 90s, right? Namely, Kathleen Kennedy of Lucasfilm wanted to make Narnia in the early 90s. But it didn't happen. One, because they couldn't find a place in Britain to shoot it, and two, they were planning on setting Narnia in the 90s. So it was gonna be like
Oh,
it was gonna be a 90s Narnia.
and the Backstreet Boys are there, and in the 90s is also crazy because we start with the Blitz.
Yeah.
We start with the
So
woods.
yeah, and World War II is a huge part of the story, but that's fun. Also, Guillermo del Toro was offered to direct the movie.
What we could have had. What we could have had.
Yes.
Ugh.
His Frankenstein.
He declined the offer because he was working on Pan's Labyrinth, and he was like, I want to do this one.
And that's fair.
Okay.
And that's
And that's a
fair.
valid reason.
Let's see. So, they filmed in New Zealand. They did not do any shooting in Britain.
Okay, so they're copying Lord of the Rings.
They're copying Lord of the Rings, yes. So they filmed in New Zealand, and the filmmakers asked, like, the New Zealand government, can we please bring 12 reindeer into your country? Because reindeer pull the White Witch's sled.
Yes.
Sledge? Whatever.
Yeah.
The New Zealand government was like, you cannot bring reindeer because the reindeer have the Q fever, which is, like, bad for the environment. And they're like, we don't
You are
want
gonna
this
kill
country.
all
So
of
they
us.
could not have the reindeer. But the New Zealand government did allow the filmmakers to bring in 10 wolves and wolf hybrids for filming. Because, you know, there's, like, wolves in the movie. Yeah, those were real wolves. When they were doing, like, their running scenes, those were real wolves.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, alright.
Let's see. Oh, and that's all I have. Awesome. I went through that really quickly. Other things off the dome that I didn't write about. This is based off the Bible. C.S. Lewis was
Yes.
was Christian.
Yes.
And so there are a lot of Christian themes, i.e. Aslan is Jesus. Aslan
And they're fighting in a holy war, essentially.
Yeah, so the children are fighting in a holy war.
They're leading the holy war.
Yes. But yeah, that's the movie, everybody.
Wow. The movie.
Emily, tell us your thoughts. Your top quiz.
I enjoyed this. I think it was fun. I probably would have enjoyed it more if I was a young child, but alas. I am grown. What are some things I said?
You said a lot.
You had
This
4
was
pages
so
of
long.
handwritten notes.
It
is
yeah.
long.
These are, I will say, 3 of these movies, they are all 2.5 hours long.
They're so long.
They're
I
so
didn't know
long.
that. I've seen this movie so many times. I didn't know that until now.
I had to watch this in 3 segments because I watched it before work yesterday. I watched an hour after work, and then I had to watch this morning. And I was and I looked and I was like, there's 50 minutes left.
Yeah. there's a lot that happens in the movie, but it's also kind of slow pace.
I think
Yeah.
it's pretty accurate to the book. I think they got everything in there.
Again, I didn't read the book.
I'm going off the top of my head. Yeah. It's been a while since I
Yeah.
read it.
For
Yeah.
what I got when I was doing my research, for the most part, it's pretty accurate to the book. There were just like a couple of changes that they made that weren't super important. Although I do think that one of the things that they did change is strange because in the book, their father is not at war. He's like fully at home, and then they still send the children away. In the movie, he's fighting in the war. But that's not like a huge thing. I just thought it was interesting that they made that change.
Yes. I didn't remember that. Yeah, it's been a while since I read it. But yes, I think besides that, everything else is like they got the majority of the book, if not all of it, in the movie, which is probably why it's so long. They didn't cut anything, which I appreciate. But yeah.
Yes.
What else? Yeah. What else, Emily? What are your thoughts?
Sorry, I'm sending a
You're
Zell.
good.
This is your pop quiz.
quiz.
Hold on.
At gunpoint, what did you think of the movie?
I liked it. Yeah, I think the only thing I knew going into it was that he like eats a Turkish delight because he's like, I haven't had sugar because of the rationings that have been happening. And then it immediately starts with the Blitz, and I was like, whoa, the war.
The war.
Tilda Swinton I didn't know anything about this other than that. Tilda Swinton, listen. One, I don't know what her end game is. Two, also, listen, if she was like, join my army, I gotta say yes. She looks cool as hell.
She does.
What is her end game in this? Does she just want
just
world
wants-
domination?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she just
basically.
wants to be queen.
Well,
That's
She wants
it.
to be queen.
It's
Exactly.
it's very, like I said, it's a Christian story in a way where there's zero nuance.
Okay. It's just blatantly what's happening.
It's just blatantly like she is the devil and she wants to control the world.
There's
And
a
as
little bit
men
of fascism, just a tad. She's
Well,
got
yeah,
secret police and stuff.
She's like a dictator. She's like,
Yeah.
but she's cool as hell. Well, look at
She's got her cool ice castle.
She's not from Narnia. That's another thing.
Oh, and is are immigrants bad?
No, wait a minute. Now wait a
She's
minute.
7 feet tall.
She's 7 feet tall canonically.
Thank God.
Thank God.
There's other, what are other things, as well? Hold on. I'm
I
sending
like.
this.
What were you calling Edmund? I was looking through your notes and I was like, that's.
Oh, little
funny.
emo boy. This little emo boy is like, I'm so
He's like
sad.
Edmund. Yeah.
Little
Hated a
Edmund.
child.
Little baby. He's like Nico D'Angelo, essentially.
Yeah.
Little emo boy, and he's like, I just want a sweet because I'm in the war and I have a tag on me. They have to sell the children. I didn't know James McAvoy was in this, and he's so scary looking in this movie. He's horrifying to look at, and he has to be cold. That shirt is off the entire time. Nipples hard.
This is the beginning of James McAvoy's career.
This is the beginning.
Yeah,
A
this is like
star.
this is one of his first like roles
Wow.
in film.
A star he would be.
Star in the making.
Yeah, my mom called us religious Harry Potter.
Oh, back to Harry Potter. I forgot to write this down. But the reason that it got made when it did is because Harry Potter was so successful.
Oh, they didn't
But
want
we
to.
gotta.
Yeah.
We gotta duke it.
But they were no, because it's because Harry Potter was like happening that they're like, oh, we can do this movie now.
Oh, that makes sense.
Fantasy, but also because they were like, well, Harry Potter is set in Britain,
And
that
we can
opened
do
it
that.
we can do that too.
And
So
I thought it was because there was that medieval Renaissance in the early 2000s.
I mean, that's probably why. That's probably part of it as well, because you have like the what do you have? You have Harry Potter. You have A Knight's Tale, which is in the 90s, but it's like no, that's
It's the
2000.
2000s.
Yeah,
It was
that's
early
2000.
2000s. You have
Yeah,
Ella Enchanted. You have Ever
Ellen.
After, Shrek. I
Yeah,
mean, you have Shrek.
yeah. Like yeah, there's big influence, but Wikipedia was like, yeah, Harry Potter was like a huge influence, and we were like, okay.
I also said that they actually all died in the Blitz, and this is a mass hallucination of the afterlife.
Okay.
Close. They die later.
You want a spoiler?
What?
You want a spoiler?
It's already
Okay.
happened. Ali just told me.
Well, okay. So, in the book series, by the way, again, haven't read the book series. I read Wikipedias. I read thorough Wikipedia pages.
I didn't read this specific book because it does happen in the last one, I believe.
It is the
I
last
assume
one.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't read the
So,
last book.
in the last
Well, because
book,
they're not in all of them. Yeah.
yeah. So, in the last book, which is called The Last Battle, Edmund,
Is it not the silver chair?
no, it's
No.
called The Last Battle.
Duh.
Edmund, Lucy, and Peter return to Narnia. Lucy is like 18, right? So she is not an adult, but she is 18 years old. And it is revealed that the reason, by the way, it's like the second coming of Jesus, where like now heaven is real. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Hello?
It's like anyways, there
We
is
can't go
going-
past that. What do you mean by that?
Let me just keep going, and then
Okay.
maybe I'll go back to it.
Oh.
They are back in Narnia because they were on a train and the train crashed,
Yes.
and they all died in the train crash
What the hell?
except for Susan, who wasn't there.
Oh my god.
Also, their parents and their cousins were also on that train.
And they all
so-
died?
So they all died except
What the
for Susan.
hell?
But
You go
it's
through all these battles and you die with a train crash? Weak.
But it's basically like they go to Narnia because Narnia is heaven.
Oh my god!
So Susan doesn't get to go to Narnia because they start mentioning because that she is like too worldly. She's too
Yeah.
invested in makeup and boys.
Yeah, because she's
Oh
21.
my god, and now it's misogynistic.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Lewis is very misogynistic. They're like,
Yeah.
they don't like her because she likes lipstick
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
nylons and whatever. We're like, okay, so she is 21 years old.
She's a
Let's get
woman.
over it.
Like, she's like, in she has to, there's the patriarchy.
Yeah.
But they're all like, Susan's no longer a friend of Narnia.
Susan, you are banned from Narnia.
Yeah. So she doesn't get to go to Narnia heaven with the rest of them.
That is
Yeah.
insane. Her whole family
Isn't
died,
it?
and they're all, no.
Yeah,
No.
not Susan. Yeah, Susan doesn't get to
Yeah.
go. Yeah, it's really interesting. So C.S. Lewis wrote these books. One of his best friends, one of his close friends, was J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
And if you look at those two books and see how they treat women, which by the way, J.R.R. Tolkien, not great. I'm not gonna say that he's like feminist or anything like that.
Ali is saying that J.R. is feminist literature. The Lord of the
Feminist
Hobbit
literature.
is feminist literature.
There's a s-
Features no women?
No
The
women.
Hobbit has no women. Lord of the
There's no
Rings
women
has
in the Hobbit.
the Lord of the Rings has two women, but I'm just saying there's a difference because
Three.
Eowyn does.
Frodo.
Who's the third?
There's
Frodo.
Oh yes, Galadriel.
Galadriel and
Yes. Yes.
3
Um,
women. That's all we need.
3-1. Eowyn gets a sword. Susan gets a bow and arrow because C.S. Lewis was like, we can't give women swords.
Not a chance.
Not a
chance,
chance.
I
buddy.
So
did-
there is that.
I did notice that in the movie, because I was like, oh, these girls are just not in the war. Not in the battle that's happening.
Because C.S. Lewis said, well, how could we have women in
We can't have
battle?
women in the war.
It's wrong.
That's
Yeah.
wrong.
I think I saw something on Tumblr where, and I trust Tumblr with my life.
Right.
I think I saw something on Tumblr where C.S. Lewis like gave an interview after like all of the Narnia books were published, or whatever, and somebody was like, I think it was a fan. Somebody was like, "Would you ever finish Susan's story?" Because she's still alive. She's the only one that's still alive.
Right.
And he was like, "I would like to, but the story hasn't come to me yet. But I do want to finish her story." He's obviously dead now, so he didn't do that.
Well, but it'll come back in the grave.
No, I think it's fine. I don't think we had I don't know. It's not
Because
a
you
great ending per
hate
se,
women.
You
I
hate women.
but it's like if he had finished, I don't know. I don't know. He
I
said
don't
what
know
he
if
had to
it
say.
would have been better if he had
No,
finished
I think it
it.
would be
yeah.
bad, actually.
I think it would be worse. I think it's not great now, but I think the ambiguity of it is fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, because remember I read that J.R.R. Tolkien biography, and so now I know everything.
Knowledge.
J.R.R. Tolkien is the one who converted C.S. Lewis to Christianity.
That makes sense.
And he gets a little
But Tolkien-
cameo in the second book.
Tolkien gets Tolkien is Catholic, was raised Catholic, was Catholic all his life, firm believer. C.S. Lewis was an atheist at first because World War I happened, and he was like, well, no, how could there be, a Lord?
And that's
Well,
That
yes.
what he thought.
Well,
This
yes.
makes
Well,
sense.
yes.
yes. And then Tolkien just kind of like helped him, I don't know, find his way. But Lewis was a Christian and Tolkien was a Catholic, and I don't think you can really see that in their stories, but they both did write two major Christian like
I think
series.
you can tell.
Maybe a
I
little bit,
I
yeah.
can tell. I've never seen Lord of the Rings, and honestly,
Yeah.
I have no
Because-
desire to. But like, I can
Like-
tell.
I think Narnia is more about like chivalry and belief. And Lord of the Rings is all about love. If you got love, you can do anything, baby.
This
Especially
is true.
gay love.
And
Right.
if you have gay love, even better, bro.
God is
Even
with
better.
you.
God is with you.
Guys, this is when we convert everyone to religion. Yeah, a lot of the Christianities going down on here.
Lots of Christianity.
Also question, was that guy that just gave the weapons Santa Claus? Like, who the hell was that?
Yeah, that was Santa.
What the hell? Like, why
Yeah.
is he here?
Lewis wanted him to be here.
He wanted him to be here.
That's not
He
a
wanted him to be
reason.
here.
I thought it was the
I mean-
professor.
No, it's Santa Claus.
Well, I mean, like, the symbolism is that, like, it's the end
Chris-
of winter because, like,
Christmas is coming.
Oh my god, you're right.
because they were kind of, like, in that weird limbo of, like,
Yeah,
before-
it's about to be the springtime.
Yeah. So, really, the symbolism is, like, hey, spring is coming back, but also he just wanted Santa to be there.
I was like, what the hell? Who's this guy? I was, what the hell?
If I remember, I couldn't be making this up. I think it literally was just that he was like, I need to get weapons to these people, and
That's
I don't know
also-
how. Yeah.
And Merry
We-
Christmas.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
Santa was, like, a deus ex machina to get
A
them
little bit, yeah.
there. Yeah.
Other things. I didn't know that this is where the quote, do not cite the deep text to me. I was there when it was written. I didn't know that was from this.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
took me fully by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Banger of a line from Aslan. Thank you,
Banger of a
Aslan.
line from the lion.
Uh-huh.
He...
What?
I don't know.
Question,
I'm
what
just...
other questions do you have?
Allie, what thoughts do you have about this movie? This is your, like, millionth time watching it.
This is my millionth time watching it. Didn't even finish this time because, well, I didn't have time. But also I'm like, well, I just have it. I just know it by heart. My
Yeah.
heart is love and Narnia. It's great. I used to have it on DVD. There was a show when Disney Plus like first started called I forgot, it was like Prop Masters, something like that. And they had an
Yes,
they
episode.
had a
Yes.
TV episode.
I wanted to rewatch it. It's gone. They took it
They
off
took
for
it off.
some reason.
They took it off
They
Disney
did.
Plus.
which is bad and evil.
Bad. Make a second season. I thought it was great. but they had an episode that was about the props that they had in Narnia, and they brought back
Yeah.
the three of the kids to see their
Oh yeah.
costumes. It was
Oh yeah.
beautiful.
By the
By
way,
yes, are you thinking
Emily,
what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking what you're thinking. Emily, the kid who plays Edmund, right?
Edmund.
He's
Yes.
no longer an actor.
Right.
He's a
Guess what he does
politician
now? Yes. For which side?
for the Tories.
I'm assuming bad. I'm assuming evil.
It's the basically the
Ooh.
Republicans,
This is
the
yeah. I know.
conservative side.
Look, I know the
Okay.
British. I like.
We know the British part. Yeah.
This is like what is it? Corey Feldman
So
from
like
Oh,
Boy
Boy Meets
Meets
World.
World.
Not Corey Feldman.
That's the only
Ben
guy I know
Savage.
from that.
Ben Savage.
Ben
Savage.
Savage.
It's exactly like the Boy Meets World drama.
Yes.
Oh my god, so wait, so it's Ben Savage that's the evil politician now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, on the
Yes.
podcast I listen to, he comes on and does voices, and so I'm like, this is scary.
Yeah.
I think this was pre-evil.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Because
That
you don't
does
get
make
to do
sense.
jokes when you're evil.
No, you're not
Yeah.
allowed.
You're not allowed to. It's
You
in your
don't have
contract.
any. Yeah. What else? I didn't write that many notes. But I feel inspired to rewatch the movie. I know I brought this up last time. Greta Gerwig is doing these movies supposedly, apparently. I've heard through the grapevine.
No, she is.
And I
like,
yeah,
not
she's
supposedly.
she's
I think
well, I
they're
have hope
actively
in my heart.
production.
They're actively in production for The Magician's Nephew. We don't have a Magician's Nephew movie. I'm scared. I'm nervous. Greta, please walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away. We have three Narnia movies so far. I
Yeah.
think they're fine. I think
They're,
we
yeah,
should
they're,
just
I mean, the
they're
first two are
Prince
good.
Caspian.
Prince Caspian fucks, bro. That's when Ben Barnes comes in.
Ben
Yes.
Barnes is in this?
Ben Barnes
Get
is
him
Prince
out of
Caspian.
here!
Ben
No,
Barnes is
no,
the
let him
titular
stay.
Prince Caspian.
He
Also
played-
at the beginning of his career.
That was the beginning? This is where those
Yeah.
fan edits of him as Sirius come from.
This is literally
That and
where
that Dorian Gray one.
this is literally Sirius Black.
Yeah. What else?
insane.
As a Catholic, love this. This is great. Christian
As a
propaganda.
Catholic, I love this movie.
I love this movie.
I love this movie.
Amazing. Um, yeah, I don't know, childhood staple. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. I have not, like I don't even know. I'm so excited. I really do feel inspired to reread the books. I think we read Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was like in third or fourth grade, like as a class, and our teacher got us Turkish Delight, and I remember liking it. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. I read up to. I didn't finish it. I think I read up to Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and then I stopped reading it because I felt bad because I accidentally stole the book from my fourth grade classroom, and I think I still have it on my bookshelf.
Thief!
And I felt
thief!
so
Thief!
yeah, I
Killer!
felt so guilty. I never finished the series.
No.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try again. But I had two copies of The Magician's Nephew growing up. I had an English one and a Spanish one, and they're both very well loved, and they're falling apart. So I will
Yes.
be going back to that. Yeah, after a separate
Yes.
piece.
Yes. I have the books. I haven't read the books. All of the Narnia books that I have all of them, but they're all I told this to the brats last week at the end after we stopped recording last week's episode. But it's all of the books, there's like 10 of them or something. They are
There's
bound
7,
into
yeah.
a single book. So it's fucking huge. Maybe like 800 pages or something like that. I've tried reading it several times, and I start at the beginning, like chronologically, not when it was published, because Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was published first. But I start with Magician's Nephew. I get 3 pages in. I'm so fucking bored. So I've never read these books. Watched the movies religiously. I had a major when I was like 8 or something. I don't know. I had a crush on Edmund because he was a troubled kid, and I was like,
I need to
fix
save him.
I
That's where it
saw
came from.
that in your letterbox reviews. You have like 10 of them for this movie.
Yes. And I'm not ashamed. And as
No,
an 8-year-old, I didn't like Peter because even then I had an inherent distrust of blonde men.
And that
okay.
carried on into life.
And that carried on. Although now he's a child, so I'm like, oh man, you're a child. But yeah.
Yeah, now that I'm the age that I am, I'm like, oh, Susan and Peter are like young. They
Yeah.
looked older. Well, obviously, I was younger.
Older
They
when
looked
I was
older than
8
me.
years old.
Well, I was like, damn.
Whoa.
Now they're children, and I feel so bad.
I feel so bad. The
Yeah.
every time I watch a piece of media that features like the whole evacuation of children from the city, which was a real thing that happened, I get a little teary-eyed. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, they're getting sent away for their
So
safety, but they're
sad.
getting sent away." It's sad.
Yeah.
I
It
thought the
also
mom
makes me
died after that. I was like, and mom's dead.
No, they
so
reunite eventually.
they reunite.
Losers.
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just having
What
fun.
makes me really sad is that at the end of the movie, after they're adults, they go back through the wardrobe, and then they're children again.
Okay, imagine. Imagine
So
that happening to you.
Can you imagine? I'd kill
yeah,
myself.
I'd be like,
they
so do they go back into the wardrobe and are they children again or are they adults?
they're children. Okay, so it
Why?
gets worse. Okay, so they at
It's
the end of the
worse.
Lion Witch in a Wardrobe, they come back out. First of all, they've spent so much time in Narnia that they forgot like
Yeah.
where they came from. And so
They
they
were like,
end up
we've
back in the
always
real
been
world.
from Narnia.
We've always been from Narnia. They go back through the wardrobe. They're back in their real lives. They do real. They're like, oh my God, we're children again. But they still have the memories from Narnia. And I think
Yeah.
they mentioned in one of the next in the next book. I think it's Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Edmund is like, this is so frustrating. I used to, because he's trying to join the army for what I can't remember.
The
He's trying
wars.
to join the army. Yeah,
Wars.
for the wars.
As a
Trying
9-year-old.
to Right. He's trying to join the army. Well, he's like a teenager at this point. Trying to join the army. He's too young. They won't let him. He's like, this is really frustrating. I used to be a king. He's like, this is
I
dumb.
used to
So
lead armies,
I used to
motherfucker.
lead armies. So it's really frustrating for him. Lucy also has a thing because she's like, I used to be an older woman and now I'm a child again.
Now I'm 5 again.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking about. I was like, this everything goes back to Interview with a Vampire. This is like Claudia. This is
You're
like
Claudia.
Yes.
I was
You're an
It's
adult
Claudia.
woman trapped in a child's body.
Yeah.
and I was literally like,
And there's no way to fix it.
how horrifying is this? And also,
Yeah.
they're gonna die sooner, obviously. Well, besides the train crash, but they're gonna die sooner because they're like technically older. It fucked me up. I was like,
Well,
what is
yeah.
this?
So in Prince Caspian, they end up back in Narnia, not through the wardrobe. I think the wardrobe. I don't. The wardrobe never comes back into the story.
Oh,
They're
There's,
sitting at a. Yeah, they're sitting at a train station and they
They
get
get
magicked
called
into
back
Narnia.
to Narnia.
Yes, it's been 1,000 years since they were last in
Yeah.
Narnia. So everybody that they
Is
knew
dead.
deceased. Their reign, their time, the golden age of Narnia has passed into legend.
Yeah.
oh
They're
my god.
basically mythological figures now. And
Yes.
they're back in like their kingdom.
That is
They have
horrifying for
basically no
everyone
dominion.
involved. That is,
So bad.
It really
Guys,
is.
there are a lot of really good angst fics on AO3 about this.
It's you already checked. I
about?
love
What
that.
do you mean? Wait a minute. What about?
About them going back to London and being adults in their bodies, and then also going back to Narnia, and it's 1,000 years later, and suddenly everything is really angsty.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get it now. I see
Yeah,
the vision.
they're really good fics.
Yeah. So there's that. They get it's been 1,000 years. They find like all their old weapons and stuff. They're
Yeah.
still children. They don't go back to Narnia and turn into adults. They're still
They're
still children.
again.
Insane.
Yeah.
And then I think that's the last time Peter and Susan are in Narnia. Like, they can never go back to Narnia again until Peter dies.
Until Peter dies. And then
he
I
goes to
think
heaven.
And then forever Narnia.
Yeah. But, like, they're not allowed to go back to Narnia for some fake reason. I don't know.
well, it's because they forget. They become adults and they have other stuff going on. But Edmund and
like
Lucy do go
lipstick
back.
and pantyhose.
Yeah,
like rent and jobs. But Lucy and Edmund go back again in Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and that time they bring their cousin. Their cousin ends up in Narnia. He has a terrible name.
Eustace.
Eustace, yes.
Bad name.
And he's like kind of a brat. He gets turned into a dragon because he grabs some gold that he's not supposed to touch, and he's so sad because he can't communicate. And then after that, he learns to be good because he's like
Yes.
being a dragon sucked.
He has to
Good.
turn into dragon to learn empathy and whatever.
To learn
Well,
empathy, yes.
these things have to happen.
And
These things have to
and then
happen.
I think in the silver chair, Eustace goes back to Narnia with a friend. She's there too.
Oh,
But I didn't read that one. So
We're just kind
after
of bringing people to Narnia.
we're just bringing people to Narnia, as you should. But yeah, after Voyage of the Dawn Treader, I have no clue what happens. There's a rat. There's a rat in the stories. I forgot his name, but he's kind of like he's like a little knight. He's got a sword
He's
and
like
stuff.
Puss in Boots, but a rat.
Yes, he's a rat. In Voyage of the
wait,
Dawn
no,
Treader.
no, go back. What do you mean by wait? So his name is Puss in Boots, but he's a rat.
No.
His
I
name is
forgot
not
his
Puss
name.
in Boots. We do not remember his name.
Oh,
But
I thought you
can
said. I was like,
remember.
what? We can't just be doing that.
But
No,
it's the
he's like
vibe of
Puss in Boots.
Boots.
Yes.
If Puss in Boots was a rat.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
got a sword. He's very like chivalrous. He's like, oh, everyone's forgotten how to have morals and stuff. In Voyage of the Dawn Treader, they take him to basically what is the end of the world, and he's like, my journey here is done. It's time to go to
Oh,
like
yeah.
somewhere new. And he
He
goes
goes to
through
like proto heaven.
yeah.
He just ascends.
Yeah. But this is
It's like
his
a giant
destiny.
wall of water. It's like a wave.
Water, and he goes through it. Yeah.
Yes, to go through.
What the
to
hell?
get to heaven.
I forgot his name, but he's great.
He's fun.
Yeah,
Reap
but
a
I'll
Cheap. His name is Reap a Cheap.
yes,
Reaper
Love,
Cheap.
I pulled that from the
love
dome.
him. Yeah, I need to rewatch all these movies. I never watched Prince Caspian. I've only seen this one and Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
You've never seen Prince Caspian?
No, I didn't have it. I didn't have access to it.
Unbelievable.
I know. I need to do that. And then
It's
we
so good.
I've heard. I'm really excited. I'll watch it eventually. I'll get to it. What other crazy things happen? Well, we can talk a little bit about. So the magician's nephew is basically the lore of how Narnia gets started, and yeah. So there's
Boring.
two, kind of. It is a little. It's well, there's no penvancies, so anything that doesn't have the penvancies in it, I'm like, why bother? But
Yeah.
there's two kids, and they live next to each other, and they kind of figure out one day, like, because it's like, I don't know, Victorian England, that the houses are all connected through the attics. And there's one house in particular that they're like kind of curious about because they're like, I don't know who lives there. So they're like, if we walk through the attics enough, we'll make it into the haunted house or whatever, and we can see what's going on in there. Oh no, I know what it is. The girl has or they're like somebody, it's very, what is it, Jane Eyre, there's a crazy woman locked in the attic and we gotta go see her.
Yeah,
And
it's
so
like
they go
that's Jane
through-
Eyre.
Jane Eyre, yeah. So the kids make up this whole plan. They're like, we'll just walk through the roofs of these houses that are connected
By the way,
and find
what
the
the
way there.
hell?
Yeah.
Insane architecture, but okay.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
question it.
I don't question it. It just is how it is. So they do that and they make it into the attic of the boy, I think, and they're looking through some stuff. And I don't understand. I forgot how. I think there's like a mirror involved. But they end up in this land and there's a bunch of like pools of water. And they're like, okay, these pools of water are all different portals. So we should go explore through these portals and see where we end up. And they go through one and they end up in the land of Jadis. Now, Jadis is such a horrible person that she has basically
The White
killed and
Witch.
destroyed the White Witch. She has destroyed her world. It's barren. She's killed it. She's like turned everybody to stone. She's the only one left. And she sees these two kids and they're like, well, we're from London. Do you want to come back with us? And she's like, sure. Because she just wants to destroy everything. She's like, I will take over London.
Oh,
So they bring this 7-foot woman back to London. And I remember the only detail of this I remember is that the uncle of the boy was so enamored by her that he's like, I gotta get her some chocolates. She's 7 feet tall. She's 7 feet tall. She's not of this world. She starts wrecking havoc. Obviously, she tears up a lamppost. She tears up a lamppost. She takes it to what eventually becomes Narnia. She puts the lamppost down. Aslan comes in and he's like, "Oh, Jadis is destroying what is now Narnia. It's terrible. Now we gotta do what we can to fight against her." The two kids end up in this situation where it's kind of like, what is it? It's that myth, Garden of His Hesperides, Atlas's daughters,
Hesperides?
Hesperides. So they end up in the Garden of Hesperides kind of situation. They have to steal some apples.
Uh-oh.
They take the apple.
That's
Yeah.
how that happens.
That's how that happens. They steal the apples, they bring it back to Aslan. Aslan's like, "Okay, we're going to plant a couple trees here and Narnia's going to be A-okay." Narnia's just becoming like a thing. The little boy, he's like, "Excuse me, Aslan, sir. My mother is sick and dying. Can I have one of those magic apples so that she can be better?" And Aslan has this whole speech. He starts crying and he's like, "Whatever, here's an apple. Take it back to your sick mother." I can't. I just remember like at first he didn't want to give him one because he was like, There's gonna be major consequences," and then he's like, "But here, have an apple. Like your mother deserves to live." I don't know. So he takes it back, gives the apple to his mother. His mother eats it, lives because she's dying. She's terminally ill. But she lives. She gets better. The little boy takes the seeds from the apple, plants it, it turns into a tree. He takes the tree, he turns it into a wardrobe. The kid is Diggory Kirk, the professor.
Oh my
Kirk,
gosh. It's
yes.
a backstory.
The wardrobe is the wardrobe that the Penvensies go through
Yeah.
to get to Narnia. So yeah, so that it's the professor. He didn't know that when they start telling him like Lucy thinks she's going to a magical world through the wardrobe, and he's like, "Oh, because the tree came from Narnia," and then made a portal.
That's how that
Ta-da!
works.
Wow.
And that's how that works. Yeah.
And this is how you can do it too.
And this is a step-by-step tutorial to make a wardrobe to get to Narnia.
Exactly, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow, everybody. Really awesome and cool. Do we have any other thoughts? Any queries, any quandaries, any bad jokes?
I'm better for watching this.
You're better for watching it. And that was
You're
our
welcome.
goal. And guys, the ultimate goal of this podcast is to get everyone to convert to religion. This is a religious podcast, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're at the end of our episode. Everyone, thank you so much for listening, laughing, loving with us. You can find us on Instagram, Brats in the Back Row, TikTok, Brats Pod, Tumblr, Brats in the Back Row. We are on YouTube and Spotify, Brats in the Back Row. You can email us, bratsinthebackrow@gmail.com. I don't know. What's a good question for everybody? Gang?
What weapon would you have in the 4 weapons that they all...
Oh,
Or
what?
weapons.
Yeah, what's Santa
Edmund
Claus
didn't
bringing
get one.
you?
Edmund didn't get one? Whatever. 3. Whatever. Santa gives you a weapon. What are you getting?
If Santa were
I
to
think-
give you a weapon, what are you getting?
He gets a sword later on, but I don't think it's
He does
a
get
Santa
a
Claus
sword, but it's not from Santa.
It's not from Santa, which
Not from
yeah.
Santa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want dual wielding blades. I
Oh,
want 2 swords. Do I think I might accidentally cut myself? Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
like
think
a bow staff situation would be fun.
bow staff is cool.
I'm going classic. I'm getting a bow and arrow because I'm a woman. And women shouldn't have swords.
And we
Women-
shouldn't be allowed.
I
we shouldn't be
want.
allowed to have swords.
Oh, what is it? I don't remember what it's called. I want the thing where you have a stick and then you have a spiky ball at the end connected to a
You want a
chain.
mace?
Mace.
Wow, that's a good one. A spiky ball. That's a mace.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't, because I know there's like the mace with the ball and then it's connected to the chain, but then I also know that there's a mace where it's just like all one thing.
I think
Right?
it's all a mace.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
I
makes sense to
wasn't
me.
sure if there was a different name for it, but sure, I want a mace.
Wow. I just want,
Tell
or
Man.
I kind of want the White Witch's like magic staff.
Oh,
That's
she's
fun.
cute.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can turn people to stone with it.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Wow. Tell us in
Mm-hmm.
the email, guys. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with another rousing edition of Brats in the Back Row. But until then, see you soon, everybody. Goodbye.